Siddur Snippet series is generously sponsored by the Saka family and as well by Ayelet and Avram Foreman. We're on the bracha of Ala Tzadikim. And we have defined and described what we think about, whom we think about for Tzadikim, Chasidim, Ziknei Amcha Beis Yisrael, and Pleitas Sofrim, which brings us to the Gerei HaTzedek, righteous converts. In our tefillah, in our daily mindfulness 3 times a day, is to daven for the well-being, the prosperity, the success of the Gerei Tzedek, the righteous converts. I mentioned that in the original formulation of the Amida B'Anshei Knesset Agadola, this expression, this phrase, this clause was not included. It was Rav Gamliel HaZaken who added it. Why did he add it? Because he lived through a time of persecution, and despite the persecutions, you would have thought when Jews are targeted, when Jews are persecuted, when Jews are assimilated, I would think, who would want to convert? Who would want to join such people? And yet, in his time, there were those who were flocking, who were drawn like magnets to the Jewish people. Sometimes, you saw with Yisro, Vayishma Yisro. The Gemara Zvachim quotes 3 opinions. What did Yisro hear? And one of the 3 opinions was he heard about Melchemes Amalek, which is very peculiar because if you look in the Torah, in the story of our battle, our war with Amalek, who wins? Who triumphs? It's a draw. No one. He didn't hear that the Jewish people were the few against the many, the weak against the mighty. We defeated them. We survived them. We lived another day, and Amalek did and still continues until now to haunt us. So what was Yisro so impressed by about the war with Amalek, a war we didn't even win, that we just survived, that he was drawn to come check out the Jewish people? And I've always thought that maybe what inspired or motivated Yisro was when you see evil and wickedness in the world, and it is so threatened by, and it seeks with a really peculiar obsession to eliminate one people, a people who are keeping to themselves and only contributing positively to the world, that people must have something special about them. Not that we welcome or want the anti-Semitism, the hatred of Hamas, Yimach Shemam, and Hezbollah and others, but the fact that the epitome of evil is so targeted, so directed at one people, there must be something special about that people. Maybe that's what inspired or motivated Yisro, and that in the time of Rav Gamliel HaZaken as well, even though it was a time of persecution, people said, if evil is threatened by this people, there's something special about that people, I want to check them out. It's really extraordinary. We're privileged here to have a Beis Din of Gerus, that Rabbi Flug and I, and other Rabbanim in South Florida, under the umbrella of the Beis Din of America, one of the regional Batei Din, we meet regularly, and we convert people regularly, and just a couple weeks ago, we welcomed some new members of our tribe, some new individuals into the Jewish people. And as part of that ritual, not only in advance, but while they're standing in the mikveh, about to immerse and about to emerge a new person, we ask a series of questions, and one of them is, are you aware of anti-Semitism? My whole career, I asked that question, and it was like a throwaway. Are you aware of anti-Semitism? You know, there are people who hate Jews. Are you prepared to be among them? Yeah, no problem. Today, that question means a lot more than it once did. And there's something extraordinary when people say, yes, I've seen what's happening on campuses. Yes, I see what's going on in the world, and nevertheless, I want to be part of this people. And those indeed are the Gerei HaTzedek that we are davening for. That's who we're davening for. These righteous converts, these special converts. And when a person converts, they're born again. Gershon is Gayer, Kekotin Shenola Dami. Chassam Sofer says, though that is a Talmudic principle, it's unclear what pasuk or where exactly that comes from in the Torah. Others suggest sources for it, but the principle is that when a person converts, they are born anew, they're born entirely again. It's a fresh start. Some say from here you see that the soul of converts was present at Har Sinai. Those who were destined to convert were also included at Har Sinai. How do you see that? Because Chazal do not tell us Goy shenes gayer kekatan shenolodami. The expression is not a non-Jew, a Gentile who converts is as if they're born again. Rather, it's ger shenes gayer, a convert who converts. What do you mean a convert who converts? You're not a convert until you convert. You're a Gentile who converts. Why is it ger shenes gayer? And they say, you see from there, ger shenes gayer, a convert who converts, someone who was destined to convert, whose soul was on the path, the trajectory to convert, and they finally went through and they followed through with the conversion, but even before then their soul was attached to the Jewish people, to the extent that we say it was present at Har Sinai. So these Gerei HaTzedek, these righteous converts, why are we davening for them? Why are they included, singled out? So we mentioned this is the most often repeated mitzvah in the Torah. Gemara Bava Metzia and Test tells us 36 places the Torah tells us to treat a convert properly. And the Chinuch points out in Mitzvah Chav Beis, while we have the mitzvah of Yahavta l'recha kamocha, we have to love our neighbor as ourselves. When it comes to the ger, there is no limit kamocha. The other fellow Jews, you have to love them like you love yourself. If you don't love yourself too much, you don't have to love others too much. Where is the threshold? As you love yourself. But not so when it comes to a ger tzedek, when it comes to a righteous convert, there's no limitation on the love. The Rambam writes in Hilchos Deis to the love that we have to show the convert. Pasuk tells us Hashem loves the converts. Not only do we have to exhibit and demonstrate that love, Hashem loves them. And one of the ways we emulate Hashem is by showing that love. The Rambam rather in Hilchos Megillah says there's no greater simcha, there's no greater joy than causing happiness for poor, for the yisomim, for the orphans, and for the widows, and for gerim, for converts. So you see the Torah places an extraordinary emphasis on their well-being and their happiness. And as we'll read, I guess, next week, Rav Yonasan Eibshitz and Yoros Devash talks about one fulfills the mitzvah of loving the convert by davening for the convert, and therefore ger tzedek is included in this bracha that we daven, that they should be well, that they should stay on the path, they should continue to be a source of inspiration, and that their merit should serve to help the Jewish people.